Okay, on today's activity, we are going to actually work on something that we didn't do very well on the last CA, and that is making our subjects and verbs agree when there's a prepositional phrase in the way. You guys are really good about knowing when to how to make your subjects and verbs agree when they're close together. You know that a singular subject equals an S-ending verb, a plural subject equals a plain ending verb, no S. But the problem is the test creators put a bunch of trash, a bunch of prepositional phrases that are nice but not necessary in between the subject and the verb, and it's confusing you guys about what is actually the subject. And that's their intention. They're trying to trick you, so let's outsmart them instead. So the directions tell you to place all the prepositional phrases in parentheses. We're actually not going to do that. We're going to take in parentheses and we're going to mark that out, because we're going to take the prepositional phrases totally out of our sentence. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all the prepositional phrases, not just the one in between the subject and the verb, because we need to practice on this. If you can't remember your prepositions, go look in your notes. Go check out some other videos about prepositions and prepositional phrases that we've covered before. They're either on Canvas or on my YouTube channel. But if we look at the example, the bouquet of flowers, is or are for Amanda? Well, of flowers is a prepositional phrase. For Amanda is a prepositional phrase. And you might think, well, but now it says the bouquet is or are, and that doesn't make sense. We're not saying we're taking the prepositional phrases out of the sentence entirely. The prepositional phrase is helping us understand what's happening, but we are getting confused that flowers is the subject when really bouquet is the subject. So bouquet is singular, it's a singular subject, so we're going to choose is. Okay, so these directions are two-part. 1, get rid of the prepositional phrases. Get rid of them. And then step 2, circle the right verb. Okay, so let's look at number 1. Apartments in the city are required to have smoke alarms. So let's first get rid of the prepositional phrases in the city, and that's it. So now, instead of city being the subject, it's apartments. And apartments is the subject, and it's plural. So a plural subject gets a plain ending verb. Is ends in S, that's not it. So we want are required. A convoy of trucks is roaring down the highway. So trucks are not the subject because of is a preposition. So we're going to get rid of it. And down the highway is a prepositional phrase. So a convoy is roaring, a convoy are roaring. A convoy is a singular subject, so it's going to be the S-ending verb, is roaring. This list of names is very important, are very important. Well, of names, of is always a preposition, get rid of it. Of names is the prepositional phrase. Remember, the prepositional phrase starts with the preposition, ends with the noun. So it's not names that are the subject, it's list. And this is how the test creators trick you. List is a singular subject, but names is plural. So they're tricking you by putting a plural next to the verb, hoping that you fall for that bait. Don't do it. Get rid of the prepositional phrase, because a singular subject gets an S-ending verb. A dealer in rare books were asked to look at the collection. Got a lot of prepositional phrases in here. In rare books is a prepositional phrase. At the collection is a prepositional phrase. A dealer, that's a singular subject, so we get an S-ending verb. Number 5, all the students in the school are wearing green today. In the school, that's a prepositional phrase. So now we've got all the students. Well, students is singular, or is plural, right? All the students are wearing, plural subject. So that's our subject. It's plural, so we're going to get a plain ending verb. Okay? Your job is to finish the rest of this worksheet, front and back. If you have questions, ask your teacher, ask Miss Naz or your other English teacher, and make sure that you're paying attention. Get rid of the prepositional phrase first, then choose your right verb. Okay? As always, have a great day, and remember to see the good in the world, be the good in the world.